Alright, for those producers that have been doing it for a while, you already know the plugin Analog Lab 5. One of the best plugins when it comes to synths and library of sounds that are, great quality. A lot of great platinum producers use Analog Lab. I'm about to show y'all how to use it a little bit if y'all are beginners or just getting it, or if y'all want to get it. But yeah, let's show that real quick. So on your home page, it's going to show you a bunch of stuff that you can buy, like packs of stuff. Pre-made sounds on here from the designers. You'll see on the right side here, it says the designer, like this one's Arturia, so that's like kind of like a stock plugin, you'd say. And then you got other stuff like something like this, an arpeggiator. People make that stuff individually themselves, but you can go into, if you have the full version of Analog Lab, and you can also lease it too. You can actually go on the full version and edit the presets and edit them to like however you want them to sound. You can change the pedal effects. You got choruses, flangers, walls, all that stuff. Plenty of effects on here. You're basically the designer for a sound that's already designed. It's sick. But let me go through some of the sounds that I have on here that are pretty good. You got strings all at the wazoo. A lot of this stuff is great for trap. A lot of it's good for R&B, synthwave, house music, if you're making stuff like that. But a lot of leads. They got a lot of good leads on here. All kinds of good stuff on here. If you go to the banks, this is where you after you purchase or download stuff from like other producers. Like I have a couple on here. You have the type tab. That's all the instruments individually. You got your basses, leads, pianos, keys, pads, electric pianos, strings, organs. You got it. You got it all. But if you click instruments here, this shows you all the individual instruments that Analog uses. Like you got all the good synths on here. You got the Juniper 8. You got the Korg on here. You got the Prophet 5, Pigments, and the Prophet VS. Or the Mellotron. Yeah, the Mellotron is on here. Obviously, you got your string sounds, piano sounds, like the augmented sounds. You got styles, too, if you wanted to find a certain style of sound. It's got that for you. I'll show you some of the effects and like settings you can do to change the sounds. We get a nice little pad. Alright, this is actually a sound from Dylan XO. Shout out to Dylan. He's got some good sounds on here. But if you go into this edit preset right here, you can see this is used by the DX7. You hit edit preset here. I'll change some of the effects and you'll see how it sounds. Okay, so I guess you can't change the brightness on this one, but usually you can change the brightness and make it sound brighter. Kind of pitches it, changes, messes with it. It's pretty sick, actually. You can mess with the timing on it. That's not going to do much for this pad. You can add some movement in there. Give it that Kamaya feel. So there's also these little pitch and modulation wheels down here too. A lot of people don't know about. So you can do Brent Faiyaz type stuff with the pitch bend. Get really creative with it. Let me show you the modulation wheel real quick. Just kind of modulates it a little bit, adds a little wall to it. You can add your favorites, obviously, different tabs for it. You can have your playlists, like added stuff that you like in certain playlists, and organize them in like trap folder, R&B stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Peace.